Hey guys, how's it going? This is the Stupendous Wave, and in this video we'll be talking about Star Wars Episode 7, The New Empire. So if you guys didn't know, it's actually not called the Empire anymore. They've changed their name to the First Order. So now the Empire has kind of evolved into the First Order. They no longer consider themselves the Empire. And this is really interesting. We don't really know what the First Order means. We just know that they're the dominant force in the galaxy as of right now. And I've heard from other sources that now that the Rebel Resistance is actually turned into just the Resistance. They're no longer just called Rebels. It's basically two factions that have split up, which is really interesting because it makes sense that after the events of Return of the Jedi that the Rebels would be a much stronger force, but at the same time that the Empire would not go away. They would just evolve into the First Order. So we do know that their logo, their insignia has changed. And I heard this from another place, that it brings in some aspects of the Black Sun Syndicate logo. And this is really interesting. It's kind of a merger between the Imperial logo and the Black Sun Syndicate logo. Now, does this mean that the Black Sun are possibly involved in the First Order? I think it's very possible. I think that would be very interesting. And for those of you that don't know, of course, the Black Sun, or the Black Suns, is basically a crime syndicate, very powerful. And they have a lot of power in the galaxy, in the universe. So it would make sense that the First Order would be filled up of basically the Black Suns and the Imperials. Maybe the Imperials went to the Black Suns. They were like, we really need your help. We've just got our other Death Star completely destroyed, and now we just need to form back together into this new order. And they're like, oh, new order, well, why don't we just be the First Order? So the First Order completely makes sense. And it's another interesting thing is we can see in the trailer in the background the First Order insignia, of course, and all the stormtroopers in front. But in the background, you can kind of see that on this balcony, and clearly who the leader is, we see a dark-robed figure. And always when you see dark robes, that's automatically, it makes you think of a Sith. So I definitely think that the Sith are still in charge of the First Order. I don't think it switched back over to the Stormtroopers or the Commanders or levels of like Grand Moff Tarkin. I still think that the Sith are in charge of this First Order. Is it Kylo Ren who's in charge? I don't think so. I think that there's another mastermind hiding behind this cloak up there, which is commanding all of these troops. And I'm very interested to know. We just see a dark cloak, nothing else. But I am almost positive that this is indeed a Sith, and that the Sith have, again, reclaimed an organization similar to the Empire, and now they're fighting against the Resistance. Maybe this is war-torn times. It would make sense that they would be, because something that has never really been addressed is, like, after the Death Star was destroyed initially, the Empire was able to regroup and come back. And now, of course, in Jedi, they suffered a much bigger loss because not only did they lose their Emperor, they lost Darth Vader and the Death Star. So they took a much bigger hit. But this doesn't mean that they would automatically dissolve. These big organizations and an empire would take a long time and many strenuous battles to resolve this oppressive empire. And now it makes sense that it would evolve into the First Order because stuff has happened, 30 years have happened. Again, it's kind of switched hands. So we do know Emperor Palpatine was killed in Jedi, and now it has switched hands into another Sith, I would assume. I still think that the Sith are in charge here. I think that they're ruling over the galaxy and trying to just squash out the Resistance. Is Luke in charge of the Resistance? I have no idea. It's kind of inferred that he's gone into exile after the events of Jedi, so we're really not sure. But I'm really interested to find out. This is all just theories, but I just can't wait to see who the main Sith is. Like I said, I don't think it's Kylo Ren. Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. Who do you guys think the new Sith Lord is? What do you guys think of the First Order being the new Empire? Do you think that they're associated with the Black Suns or not? Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to leave a like, subscribe, and have a great day.